Hey, what's up, guys? Ken here from the Retro Toyscapades channel in Malaysia. I hope that everyone's doing good out there. Hey, so these images of the Battlefield Hero set for the upcoming MOTU Origins Battle Armor He-Man and Battlecat set. These have been around online for I think about a week now, and I really wanted to do a video talking about it, sharing my thoughts with you guys. But, somehow I just didn't get around to it until now, okay? So, hey, I hope that you guys are tuning in, and I hope that you guys are excited at discussing these images together. And hey, look, before I get into it, I just wanted to mention here that the channel is growing, and I need your support to take it further and further, all the way to the next level. And the next level will be something like, I guess, 2,000 subscribers. I'm currently at about 1.5, and a lot of you guys probably watch the videos and maybe you enjoy the content, but probably you haven't got around to clicking on that red subscribe button. Okay, hey, look, guys, it's at the bottom of the screen. It just probably take like a nanosecond of your time to do it. All right, so hey, I really appreciate your support in subscribing and staying subscribed, and also tuning into the videos when they come up and leaving your thoughts and comments. Okay, every bit of engagement helps the video. So hey, let's get down into talking about this Battlefield Hero set right here. Now, firstly, the bad news. Now, I'm sure that you guys might have already heard, it was actually something that was announced a while ago during the interview session between Pixel Dan and the Mattel guys, okay, when they talked about this set right here, and it was actually revealed, well, not just the awesomeness of this whole set, but also the fact that it's just going to be another damned exclusive. Okay, this thing is, you know what, honestly, exclusives seem to be something that just annoys the hell out of everybody out there, especially when it comes to a really hot figure like this one, okay, like a really hot action figure set like this one right here. And let me tell you something, okay, exclusives pretty much cause collectors all over the world, okay, even somebody like me all the way out here in Malaysia, cause us to just freaking lose our heads, okay? All right, now, hey, don't get me wrong, I have mentioned before that I do understand the need for exclusives to be out there. All right, there has to be something that actually creates excitement, drives the fans to head out there and hunt for stuff. Okay, I do understand. These kind of things are pretty much engagement tools to just drive the brand further. All right, it can't just be something like you wake up in the morning and you want something and you go online and you find it. All right, it would be great if that was the case, but if everything was just handed to us so easily, I guess they just wouldn't. We wouldn't strive. Okay, all right, we wouldn't have goals. We wouldn't have a mission. All right, to head out there and hunt for stuff that we really love. But the thing is that an action figure set like this one, if I were to look at it, and I just think that this is a pretty important bunch of guys here. Okay, I mean, this is like He-Man and Battlecat together, and these are basically the characters that pretty much I would say represent the brand. Okay, and currently, I know I've seen a lot of reports online that a lot of you guys out there all over the world seem to have a glut of just basically He-Man and Skeletor figures, a glut of those Wave 1 He-Man and Skeletor figures just everywhere you go. And let me tell you that for a while there, we did have pretty much a lot of Skeletors here in Malaysia. You just walk into the freaking mall, you walk into the toy store, and just be Skeletors everywhere. He-Man, on the other hand, the Wave 1 He-Man, was always something of a rarity. And then later, he became more easily available online. All right, you could get him from like things like the Mattel store online, but you still couldn't just walk into a toy store and somehow find him there on the shelves. Okay, I don't understand how that worked. Okay, I couldn't walk into a store and see the main character of the brand on the pegs. Okay, it just didn't happen. And the thing is just that now if I were to walk into a toy store, I would see a bunch of secondary characters. Okay, for like the last 2 months, all we've seen are guys like Ram Man and Clam Champ, and those guys are great. Okay, but honestly, nobody outside of the hardcore collector base are really interested in picking up these guys. Okay, because they're not representative of the entire brand. Okay, so if you were to walk into the Masters of the Universe toy section at the toy store, you definitely want to see the main guys out there. It's like if I were to walk into the Transformers aisle, I'll definitely see some form of an Optimus Prime figure. Okay, not maybe not the G1 classic Optimus Prime, but some modern version of him from a different sub series. But hey, it's still Optimus Prime. If I were to walk into the Star Wars aisle, I'll definitely see some variation of at least Darth Vader on the pecs. And that's why I kind of feel like this particular exclusive is a bit of a missed opportunity, like a huge missed opportunity, because even if you've been seeing too much of He-Man and Skeletor out there, but you definitely would be interested in seeing some new variation of these characters. And this set right here functions as a perfect gift set, okay, to anyone, to a collector who's not familiar with Masters of the Universe or who's been tuned out of the brand for too long. Maybe a gift set to a girlfriend, I don't know, but definitely to a kid, okay? I mean, a kid knows nothing about Masters of the Universe, sees something like this, a cool barbarian looking character with a monster tiger and a whole bunch of accessories and weapons. Dude, what's not to like? I think that exclusive are a good tool for marketing purposes and also to build up the sales, but maybe limit them to more cult-like characters that appeal specifically to the hardcore fan base. All right, it doesn't have to be the key characters. All right, it could be the secondary characters, like maybe Stratos. Okay, but you could give him the staff of Avion or something like that, and maybe just recolor his wings. Something along those lines. Okay, because end of the day, if it's an exclusive, it's only the collectors that are going to be motivated enough to head out there to hunt down these things. Okay, but like a family that's looking for a cool toy and wants to introduce their kids to something new and fresh, they're not going to be able to do something like this. Okay, they want to just walk into the store and see this thing right there and just grab it. Okay, and that's what I feel that something like this should actually be allowed to do. Okay, to be right there, right in front of you when you walk into the store, and then you just make that straight impulse purchase. Okay, and then you end up talking about the toy, then you have it, okay, and it's like the best thing you probably got that whole month. Now, definitely the artwork on this thing is just mind-blowingly stunning. All right, but I would expect no less from the brand. They've never let us down so far. And I would like to actually take a more, in-depth look at talking about the art once if I will actually get this thing in my hands. Well, I'm going to have to wonder when that's going to be. But yeah, definitely once I have this thing in my hands, I probably want to do a full review and talk more about the details and the artwork and things like that, because there's a lot of stuff here that we can't see. A lot of panels that are still hidden, and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff here that the artist has hidden purposely for us to find. So yeah, the artwork is stunning. I will say that I think it's great that both He-Man and Battlecat are positioned in the package respectively below their artwork panels. Okay, they're just positioned strategically below their artwork frames here. All right, so that looks great. Okay, the whole package looks very coordinated. It's very streamlined. It's very pleasing to the eye. Okay, something like this is like you just look at it and it's like even if you've owned the same figures, okay, most of you definitely already have the Battle Armor He-Man. I haven't, okay, because it's never come to Malaysia, not yet. But most of us already got the Battlecat, and you're buying the same figure again, but yet looking at it repackaged in this all new art presentation, it just makes you want to buy it over and over again. Okay. Now, the main draw of the set is, of course, the fact that He-Man comes in this all-new, super shiny metallic armor. And man, this thing just looks fantastic, okay? I love it. At the same time, it also fills me with a great degree of anxiety every time I see something like this. I have nightmares, honestly, because it's so hard to handle and play with these things. And, undoubtedly, you're going to want to have to handle these things. And when you're looking for stuff like this, especially loose and complete metallic-like figures on eBay, it's really hard to get one that's still in pristine condition. I think that the last time that He-Man had metallic colors was in the vintage series. The last time a vintage style He-Man had metallic colors was the Flying Fist He-Man, which I also reviewed on the channel. And you know what? I've come across that figure in eBay lots all across the years, but I could never find one that actually looked good. Okay, the metallic colors would just fade off from play. You get scratches, flakes here and there. It just looked disastrous. All right, and the same thing actually happened to the Silverhawks figures. I don't know if you remember those. They're making a comeback too. But back in the day, Kenner did the Silverhawks figures, and those had metallic armor all over their bodies, like the whole freaking body. And it's impossible to find Silverhawks figures loose and complete these days with the metal paint intact. Okay, it's impossible to find them, and that's why when I look at something like this, I just feel like, hey, you know what? Sometimes it's just not worth the trouble taking it out of the box, or you probably don't want to have it posed around and played with too much. Okay, you just want to put it in just that one position and just leave it like that. But the metallic colors look fantastic, and also there's also new metallic colors on the armor for Battle Cat. All right, so they both get a repaint here, and interestingly, Battle Cat looks like he looks like he's been severely wounded. All right, he's got all these like scratches and like blood on all across the body, and I don't actually remember ever seeing Battle Cat involved in anything quite so violent before. Okay, I mean, seeing as how these are based off the classic He-Man toys, which were taken off from the Filmation cartoon, there was almost never any violence in those cartoons. All right, so you never saw anything like blood on any of the characters. Okay, regardless of whether they were human or animal, you never actually saw any kind of violence, right? Okay, those shows were like purely sanitized. So this is clearly a more gritty update for the modern collector. Now, you are also getting a most truly excellent He-Man figure with this whole package. Aside from the new metallic armor, this one is the battle armor version, which also has the battle armor gimmick that the Origins figure sort of like reinvented, I believe, for the line. I wouldn't know because I've only seen the reviews online since I don't have the figure yet. Okay, but you also get a whole ton of accessories. You get the classic accessories like the power sword, you get the shield, you get the axe, you get an alternate hand, an alternate face portrait. Hell, man, this thing is just jacked. Okay, it's basically everything that's been released before. Is there anything really new here? Other than the fact that you get these two tiny looking gargoyles that are supposed to be lurking around Castle Grayskull, maybe just kind of like trying to annoy the sorceress. And there's also a very cool looking base that you can position the figures on, that you can sort of like just prop up Battle Cat on. So that's fantastic. The thing about the base is that if you notice, it's in very Castle Grayskull like colors. Okay, and apparently, according to what we've heard in the interview with Pixel Dan and the Mattel team that was aired about a month ago, that this base also sort of like interacts with Castle Grayskull in the sense that it can possibly be connected to it. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how that happens. Probably on the back of the box, there's probably a pictorial reference as to how you can do that. But hey, that's just fantastic. All right, it's fantastic that they're including stuff after the release of the castle that can actually interact with the castle as well. But it's just a shame, it's just a damn crying shame that the stuff that's coming out that's meant to be interacted with the castle is an exclusive. Okay, that just sucks. Okay, but if you are getting this set, and I'm sure that most of you would want to, definitely this is another solid reason to have it in your hands. So guys, that's my thoughts on the new Battlefield Heroes gift set featuring the Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Cat. I want to know what you guys think of it. You guys have probably been discussing this stuff in the forums. Head on down here and discuss it too. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know basically, if this is something that you can actually fit into your collecting budgets as well. I'm sure you can, but I heard that it's going for something like about 40 USD. I think that's the estimated retail price, which honestly for an exclusive 40 USD is pretty much a steal. Okay, of course for the rest of the world it's gonna cost a ton more than that. I think maybe even close to double. But hey, this is like I said, it's a perfect item. to commemorate the heroes of Eternia, He-Man and Battle Cat, and it's just an amazing piece. Just looking at it here, I just feel like it's just an amazing piece that you want to have up on display, and it's probably the kind of thing that you want to buy doubles of, okay? Because I would love to just have it in the box and also another one set open just to fiddle around with. Okay, so let me know your thoughts, okay, and stay tuned to the channel. Keep subscribing, keep following, and I'll be back soon with more content. Take care, guys.